analysis aren't that big.
What does
he fighting
Officer
to
Birk
keep his
feel
job?
about this? What does he feel about the jurors' decisions today?
I don't know.
Is he fighting to keep his job?
His job is not in jeopardy that I'm aware of, so he'd have nothing to fight right now.
Well,
Under
they took
federal
his
law-
badge and his gun, and the preliminary finding by the Firearms Review Board was unjustified. Clearly, this is going to be a battle. Is he trying to keep his job?
Well, what I do know is that the information that the Firearms Review Board looked at for its initial analysis of this is very different than what has been shown here at this inquest. So I have no idea whether that, number one, I don't know if there has been a preliminary finding. I have received no such notification. So when the Firearms Review Board comes out in its final iteration, I think that's an appropriate time to talk about that.
Well, can I put it another way? Would Officer Birk like to return to Seattle Police on duty? He's on leave right now as a police officer.
Well, many of you have seen him. He's a diligent, very thoughtful, careful young man, and yes, he wants to continue his service.
What's
Under
this been
federal
like
law,
for
does he
his...
violate Mr. Williams' civil rights?
No. I'm confident that in a civil proceeding, we will be able to show all of the evidence relevant, and Officer Birk will be fine.
How
But
is
what about
Officer
a federal
Birk during?
prosecution?
How is Officer Birk during this time?
Well, I haven't had a chance to spend much time with him, so I really can't answer that.
Well, I meant just in general.
Well, it's just a stressful thing for anybody to go through, so it's been wearing on him.
Ted, definitive or not, what's the most compelling finding from the inquest jury?
Sure, the question number 10 about whether Ian Birk personally felt that he was threatened is the one that matters.
But it was indecisive. It was not definitive.
Well,
Is that a problem?
of course, we would have appreciated if it had been 8-0, but the fact that the only votes that were either yay or nay were all in favor of that is telling, I believe, that the other jurors may have used or looked at some information that gave them 20/20 hindsight that Officer Birk didn't have. I can't speak to that.